Okay, hello, and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War, Halfling campaign. I think this is about part 13 or something, though I keep getting the numbers wrong, I note when I upload videos later on. Yes, I decided that I would do a little bit more tonight. So, just since the Dwarf Fortress stream was very short. So, where were we? Last time we were fighting off against the Warriors of Chaos up here, holding him off with the Empire factions up here. I believe Boris Todbringer is leading the defense up here. Oh no, here's Theodoric Galsa. It's a very odd attrition on these units. Why is all the attrition being taken by this handgunners and the Luminarch of Hysh? Oh well. We have the Bay of Blades, we have the Longship Graveyard, and we have the Ice Drake Fjord. We've taken a fair bit of the Norscan coast. Pack Ice Bay, our Albion faction over here, is looking at us rather angrily. Albion was lost. Taken over by trolls, which I believe came from over here. They just appeared out of nowhere, I wasn't expecting them. But we didn't have a force to defend them, and also to defeat them, and also those provinces weren't generating us much money anyway. So it didn't really matter. Not like we're hurting for money. This is even with, like, 8 armies. We don't even have that big of a... We don't even really have that many provinces. We've got a whole bunch of scattered regions, but we just make so much money and so many bonuses on top of that. So I've got Bertie up there, and I also had just recruited Otto and Siegfried over here. So we'll have to build up their forces, though I'm currently lacking the money to be able to reforce them completely. Down here, the dwarves are doing fine. Yeah, there was the Hobgoblin armies which appeared. I think this is one of them. Yes, followers of Hushut. Ludred Gehinhol here is part of the Chaos Dwarves armies. He is leading an army of Hobgoblins, even though he is himself a Chaos Lord. I think there's another one up here. Farmort Ironcast. And there was another one who was over here, but they died here. In Beckhafen. So, I was worried that they were going to attack Waldenhof and Eschen, but we moved into Eschen. An army, I think it was Volkmar actually, moved into Waldenhof. They moved north, and we marched up to Nagenhof when they moved around here. And then I think an army came from there and crushed them. So, the might have been Ulbrich. Or Edvard. But anyway, one of them came and destroyed the army, so... Yes, the Hobgoblins' armies aren't particularly strong. They're sort of made up of Orc and Goblin slaves, and a bunch of Hobgoblins, which are slightly tougher slightly tougher Goblin units. A lot of light cavalry, archer cavalry, and things like that. Sneaky stabbers and all so on. Khemri is a military alliance with us. Al-Haik and Caliphate, what's it called? Caliphate of Araby. We have a military alliance with. We're exploring over in Lustria. And we just built actually a bunch of other buildings. Over here. Also in now we're upgrading as much as we can to make more money. Erengrad, actually, what is your army? Once Holdenstrut. Could we take the army which is there? That will give us a nice amount of money. Sure, I think we could. What have we got? Face a foe in battle. You get a lot of money for this, but it's kind of a tough battle. Depth guard. A lot of depth guard. Zombie pirate deckhand mobs. Gunneries. Only one artillery. So it's a lot of infantry. And most of the infantry are armed with 2 axes. They only have 2 units with halberds or pole arms. Zombies with pole arms don't really count. A few others are ranged. Well, I think we can take that. So we'll play it. It's a bit too 50-50 for me to warrant to try and auto-resolve it. Oh, I do check what the map is. Is it going to be that pond one? Or the one with the lake in the middle of it? That's an unusual one, it is. No. Yes, I don't think so. Okay. Constance Holden Strut versus Anna Boot Snatcher. Why does she snatch boots? But yes, we've got Depth Guard. They are units of vampires. They have Frenzy. They're armored. They're also apparently aquatic. I think they also have the Hunger, so they regenerate hit points while they're in combat. They're nasty, I think. I don't think they're as effective as they're supposed to be. There's a bit of a problem, I think. The ones with the 2 axes are more for cutting through weaker infantry. But I think they lack the armor piercing to deal against heavier infantry. I haven't used them too much myself, really. Because to me they look more like Lord Guards, I tend to only have 1 or 2 units of them. Not as many as this army has in them. I would have more artillery too. The Vampire Coasts have got very nice artillery, especially with their bonuses to explosions. Okay. Ooh. That's fine. There's like a Chaos Shrine there, and there's a big skull up on top of the mountain. What's this? Ooh, Chaos Portal. And a pit with lava in it. Lovely. Is this just an island map? Yes, it is. I don't actually know whether this one's a fan-made island map or one Creative Assembly has done. I haven't fought naval battles, island battles in the northern areas too much, so can't actually tell whether this is a normal map or not. Or base game map. Okay, you go over there. Master Cooks. You go there. Ogres. You go there. And you go there. They can't get past this big blockage. So we're safer on that angle. Ah, yes. Our hot pot catapults. Both of you go there. You go like this, and you go back a bit there. You go back a bit there. You get behind them. I want my ogres near to my cooks, because the ogres have low leadership. And being near the cooks will improve their leadership. Dryads go on the flank. Tree King go behind the militia. Tree Man, you go there. You, Free Company Militia, go there. You, Hunts, go there. Rizard, go here. And Helmut, Preacher of Elevenses, you go there. Okay. Got my hot pot catapults positioned like this, so they hopefully don't get too much friendly fire. So, will I keep you there? They don't have any fast-moving range. They're all zombies. They don't have any flying units either, so... Move you up a bit. There we go. Hold ground. And you and you. Okay, also, I want to have a look at something, because I noted some of the mods have updated. In particular, the Lost Factions mod, which allows us to play as a halflings, and apparently it gave them a more ramshackle look, which I do kind of agree with. They have a bit more of a variety of armor, and their shields are different as well. They also have some shovels and all that as their weapons. I think it was the armor more than anything else. I don't know what I think about these shields. These are Graveguard shields, I believe. Or maybe skeleton shields. Their hands are clipping through the shields. The round shields look nice, especially with the rooster on it. I have some terrible shields like that. Yeah, well, the variety, look for them. Oh, they got some they got some pitchforks as well. Or rakes. Does that apply for them as well? Maybe not. Have the ogres been updated as well? They got different weapons, I think. The big clubs. Some of the weapons look like they've been changed. Or the texture's changed? Cooks haven't been changed. They've still got the two axes. The rangers are more like how the halflings used to look. With the green breeches and the overall green look to them. So... But I mean, they're more professional than militia. More professional, I say. Okay. You go... Don't actually really need to move. They're going to sit there, because we are the ones aggressing them. How far does their artillery move? Oh, their artillery is actually moving forward. Move to there. Move to there. Wheel up the hot pot catapults. Are we within range? No, we're not. Okay. Move up and shoot them back. If they lose their artillery, they might be forced to attack us. Or they probably will be forced to attack us because we will outrange them. We'll probably deal with these pretty quickly. The hot pots being so stupidly good. Come on, fireballs go. Oomph! There we go. Bam! Bam! Yep, there they charge. Okay. Move back. I don't want them, like, getting charged by the enemy. That's why I'm pulling them back like this. Trying to hide them behind my infantry at least a little bit. Okay. You position over there. You position like that. Helmet, go there. Ogres, go behind them. Ogres, you can go over there. Cooks, you go there. Rangers, position like that. You position like that. You position like that. You go there. You go over there. You move over. Because I want to have a good coverage for my generals and the auras. Move over a bit. Okay. They still have their artillery, but we dealt some damage to it. Shoot them there. Shoot them there. Actually, shoot them over there. Might hit my own units there, though. I'll just attack them. They're all clumped up. Quick, go for them! Okay, Dryads. Go for them. Charge forward. They got pole arms there. Wham! Wham! Okay. Position like that. Drop their leadership. That flank is probably going to get badly damaged. Okay, you two move over. Helmet, you're needed over there as well. The Dryads just died very, very quickly. Cast that on the zombie pirate deckhands. Oh, depth guard. Leave my general alone. They've got... There you go. Okay, chefs, move behind there. You angle. Go there. Dryads are running away. Cast that on them again. Ogres. Helmet! Smite the foe! Drop that depth guard's morale. There we go. And they crumble away. Not too bad. The general's still around. Not for long though. Helmet, you got 3 kills. Congratulations. Whoa. And there we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Nice warm-up battle. 187, 150 for our hotpot catapults. 50 for the Dryads. They did actually do too bad before they broke. 64 for one unit of our ogres, 21 for another one, 62 kills for the Free Company militia. They were firing at ranged mostly. 41 for the tree man, 44 for the tree kin, but I think they were up against pole arms. 31 to 36, 125 for the militia. Some of them got more kills than I was expecting. 0 for the chefs, for the cooks. But they did... Well, they didn't get damaged, so that's a benefit. That's a bonus. Ponce killed 16. That's impressive. He got in combat with some depth guard, I believe. Considering he is a mage. Who got the most kills on their army? 45 for those depth guard. Okay. Well, we'll pardon captives. And we'll probably... Yep, we made a huge amount of money from that. 20,000. And an ogre blade. And we got a coachman. Okay, you can go back to Erengrad, and we have 20,000 gold now to spend on whatever we want. Get the Shield of Faith. plus 22% bat damage resistance for all allies within range, 40 meters. Very nice, on top of our basic 5% ward save. Cons, you can get the green leaf battle robes. They'll give you more speed, 10% ward save, and armor. Attribute perfect vigor. Fort Ostrosk is already, well, it's not level 5 yet. Is there anything else we can upgrade? Castle Tempelhof is high enough. Castle Drakenhof is. Akendorf we can upgrade to level 5. How's Barakvar? We can upgrade that to level 4. We still have money left over. Get some militia there. Get some militia there. Get some rangers. Get some rangers. And we'll worry about the next turn. The rest next turn. Salzamund is holding on. Norden's holding on. That's all fine. Aldebra. There is another. There is another Sea Corps there, but I think that will have a battle attached to it, and I would prefer.
The nation calls.
I kind of want to leave my characters here. Because both together they're lowering the corruption by a lot. I don't know whether I want to go up to get Saal encampment. It's got kind of a big garrison. We've got 5 more turns until we get 1 point, and then after that we'll have to wait probably another number of turns for the next point. 4 more turns until we can upgrade Erengrad to level 5, which will be lovely. 2,000 gold from the port. And with all of our bonuses, we'll be getting nearly 4,000 from it. I think we've got like 75 plus 75 money from income from industry. Very nice. Wow, various bonuses around the place. Okay. Well, that should be about that. We'll do upgrade the walls. The garrisons kind of suck until we get level 4, until we get the highest level walls. Then we get master cooks and a unit of dryads. I really do think the garrisons for the halflings could do with a bit more of an overlook. I mean, just all this. We get better garrisons in our small settlements, which makes sense, but doesn't make it half difficult. I did play the halflings for an easy time, but nah. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. How are you doing up there? Oh, you're fine, and the Chaos armies have been destroyed, so yes. What do I want to do with you?
Yes, my lord.
Is there any other settlements anywhere we can claim? Khazid Urkalaz has been destroyed. Nashrak Lair has been destroyed. Mount Gumbad would be nice because it's got gold in it, but it's held by the Empire and they didn't destroy it. Okay, let's end turn. Oh, that's right. The Cult of Pleasure had been taking provinces in Ulthuan. Yes, I think they just took another province in Ulthuan. They took the Unicorn Gate and they were taking some of the... they've taken the 2 regions of Oh, the Gaian Vale. Exiles of Nehek have also apparently made a bit of an empire themselves up in Nagarond, which is rather impressive. The Empire has taken the Bearslings camp. I don't know why. Because it's there, I suppose. They're probably going to lose it next time the Warriors of Chaos spawn. Now, are the dwarves going to confederate with Clan Angrund? I don't think they have yet. Nope. Or, what's it called? Karakazul. The Wood Elves are still around. They were getting roundly beaten by Bretonnia. Caliphate of Araby seems to be doing something more than just sitting in their capital, with how it was staying on them for a bit. I don't know if they're at war with anyone around them, though.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
King Hakor, you're asking for a non-aggression pact. Nope. Oh, Sudenberg. That's not the major reason. I kind of flip-flop back and forth on accepting them, things like that. It's mostly how I feel at the time. I don't really like accepting agreements if I don't have like a plan for that faction. Because accepting agreements all over the place just ends up with diplomatic, you know, noodles, and causes more problems than it's worth in the later on. If the factions all go to war with each other, then you get dragged one way or the other, and your diplomatic standing tanks. Which means that everyone gets upset with you when they break their agreements with you because you can't be trusted. Even though you didn't really have any choice in the matter. But, you know, can't please everyone. Okay. What's your name? Siegfried Whitsonheimer. Was your name always that? I thought it was something different.
Ready.
Oh well. Get Treekin, Treeman, and Treekin. You get 2 hotpot catapults and a Treeman. Treeman are nice. Upgrade tower crack.
Huntsman General.
Amber Wizard just leveled up. He can get boost income. Oh, it's only 6. What is this? Get Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, level 3. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. How's your thing going? Would we be able to defeat that? I think this is a small army here. May defeat a foe in battle. Yeah, it's a small army. We can just auto-resolve that. It's easy. There we go. And a bit more gold. And what do we get? Outrider. Campaign line of sight plus 25%. And 8,000 gold.
Sir?
Okay.
Huntsman General.
You move out. Wait, why is your movement range so low?
Huntsman General.
Did I move you over a river there or something?
Unachievable.
Is there a river right next to there? No? Is your movement so low?
Huntsman General.
No. Fine.
Into the wire.
Up out of there.
Ready. It is for the best.
Are we suffering something for like a minus to movement? No?
Track and trap.
Okay, fine, whatever. Chaos Corruption's still going down. You can just sit in the ocean for a while. Or for this turn. The icon for Firestorms. And Cascading Fire Cloak. Oh, it might not just be because I don't have those spells. Oh? Will it fix when I go back in? Oh, it won't. Odd. Get... Survivalist. You can get... I kind of want to get the last of your spells. What level are you? 25. So you have 15 levels left. Irrepressible. Quartermaster to lower upkeep. Don't overcast Melkos Mystifying Miasma, so there's not really a point, but it does lower the cost of base spell. Okay. Yep. Chaos is coming again. Oh, Theodoric, you're going to have a bad day. Jushku. And Karan. And Boris. You know, maybe now wasn't the best time to take those settlements. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? Did they destroy Khazid-Urkala's last turn, or...? Hold the line, because you're on foot. I would like you to bolster my inventory. Don't really need to get anything here. You're getting up to level 5. I can build a grove. Does that give any other benefits? Hero recruit rank +2 for witch hunters. I'm using these for public order, but my witch hunters are going to be second to none. Extra money for dye makeup. Oh, hello, the Empire is all the way down here. Balthasar Gelt, Marius Leekdorf, Volmir von Rolkov, and Luan Leon Kerr. Oh, he's got Donna Domingio, sorry. Donna Domingio is up here. He's a legendary hero from the faction down here, Virus. So they're sieging Magritta. It is held by the Skaven. Then they'll go take a Tabaro, then they'll probably destroy Skaven Blight. I don't see the Skaven being able to defeat 3 armies of the Empire. The Empire and Bretonnia are currently taking attrition from the Athel-Loren. Taking the Waterfall Palace. And Vol's Anvil. The Oak of Ages is still held by Wood Elves. Knight's Glade is held by Bretonnia. Crag Halls of Findold is the only province left. No. Oh, hello. Lothar's down here. And surrounded by dwarves. So that army's not going for too long. Not going to be around for too long. There's also the Empire down here as well. How's the Empire feel about the Tomb Kings? Bretonnia is... neutral. I'm surprised that Bretonnia doesn't have aversion, because they'd see them as filthy undead. Yeah, the Empire doesn't have any aversion against the Tomb Kings either. What about the dwarves? They don't care either. Yeah, it seems like they've only got really aversion against factions which they would be next to down there.
Sir, bring me to battle.
Okay, you can go down here, go past Itza. Axolotl has Carmelian Shrine. See Marco Colombo up here and
Sigma.
Gerardi Orsini in Port Riva. Maku Peaks and Shrine of Sotek are held by Greenskins. Skeggy and Ziggurat of Dawn are both held by Skeggy. That's Tyrion still?
Understood.
Yep, he's just sitting around there. Yeah, this is how I saw. Exiles on the Heck have Klar Karond, which I think is here? Or is that Storag Core? There's one here. I don't actually know where these provinces are. Anyway. Gorsel, do you have anything? We could upgrade your salt works. Fine. I mean, even though we're not trading with these resources, we can still make money off them. Upgrade the tobacco plantations. I don't think anything's really going to be able to break the strength of the Empire and the Dwarves. Military alliance negotiated. Lothern and the Exiles of Nehek. Okay. Empire, what's up? Yep, you've taken Magritta. Is it Magritta? Yes, Magritta. And it looks like an Empire army moved further into Athel Loren. Oop. Anyway, Bretonia took the crag halls of Findol. So all that's left now is the Edri Eternos, or the Oak of Ages. The last stand of the Wood Elves. Though the Laurelon Forest faction is still around up there, as well as Orion Bows. Or Orion's Camp, whatever it's called, down in the southern part of Nehekara. They've made peace with Safri and Tor Elithis refugees have made peace with each other. The Tor Elithis refugees are currently sitting around Lothern. Skeggy and the Blue Vipers have made peace with each other. Probably for the best. They can team up against the Empire there. Yeah, the Bowmen of Orion are still around. Okay. Yeah, risk wall sleeves wrath. Norden! One turn until you get up to level... until you get level 1. Yeah, build fields.
How to proceed?
Okay.
The course is plotted.
Go back there.
Tense up.
In camp. Oh, I can take over Albion now. Ah, now, upgrade roads. Also now, upgrade walls.
What does the Emperor bid?
You're upgrading you're recruiting your army, pardon. I don't have any space left for any more heroes.
So?
Actually, that's a good reason to upgrade the Sacred Grove. Because that gives me more slots for witch hunters. We need more barracks if I want to get more captains.
What?
Heinz! You can get Purple Son of Zerus.
The nation.
Zerius? The Chaos just not attacking you? They're probably coming.
The nation calls.
Yes.
I move you up here.
I will
What can you
now
see?
obey.
There's an army there. Wulfric the Wanderer. He's got an army of wolves.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Go back in there. Yeah, see, like, they moved, they were full. I'm pretty sure they were full strength before. I marched them up there, and they took attrition damage. And now I've moved them back, and some of them are replenishing troops. Previously, it was not like that. You had to spend a turn in attrition to be able to take attrition damage. It seems like now they take some attrition just by being in attrition, or stopping in an area of attrition. They took the Phoenix Gate, not the Unicorn Gate. But Marathi came through the Phoenix Gate, took Tor Saroya, and then moved to Evershale. But oh, Belair the Wise has taken back Evershale.
I acquiesce.
Amulet of Foresight. Ooh.
Fear my
Talaris Dreadbringer is over there.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Shakara is over here. They're actually taking a fair amount of Ulthuan up there. Is there an army there? I'm surprised Safri actually has this. Usually they just sort of sit over here.
as you say.
Also, the Dreadfleet has taken Elisali. So they're getting in on the action as well. Okay, where's my hero over here?
Now, onwards.
Move over. You can see Itza. And Mine of the Bearded Skulls is actually owned by Itza.
Be an honor.
So you can go up here, see the vampire counts. Duranadar. There. Okay. I wonder if... Okay, Serpent's Jetty is still held by Wintertooth. Nagra is held by Nagarond. Fortress of the Damned is held by Nagarond. Palace of Princes is held by Aghol. Sometimes I see Nagarond take this region, and then they start sailing over here. And they don't seem to be having too much of a problem with the High Elves. The High Elves... I mean, to me the High Elves have more problems at home, but they might have armies moving around here. Maybe. These are suffering from public order problems. So they might not actually have too many armies defending their regions up there.
To the provinces.
Fort Ostrosk. Raid the toll gates. Hope it's going fine. One more turn until we can get to level 5. Actually, don't upgrade the toll gates, because I'd like to have some extra money, because I'd like to upgrade that. For all the benefit it gives me. We're getting 810 from it. Which is... how much? Just income. So that's from the exotic animal pens and the tobacco plantation. Okay. Do I want to move you anywhere? Again... Doomkeep is the next one of this. Doomkeep's over there. The regions in Norsca are really weirdly set out. Doomkeep, Longship Graveyard, Icedrake Fjord. That, and that. Bjornling's Gathering is the capital. Pack Ice Bay. Trollfjord. That kind of makes sense because they're all on this end. This is odd. Especially because you have to go through, I think, the Grayling Moot to get to Doomkeep. Because Longship Graveyard, there's no path through the mountains there. Hellspire Keep. Grayling Moot. The Monolith of Katam and Serpent's Jetty. Serpent's Jetty is over here. Monolith of Katam is over here. Again, you have to go through this way here. Or you have to go past Bjornling's Gathering. There's no passage through this mountain range here. Naglfari Plain. And the Varg Camp. I think the Varg Camp is over here. Yes. So, you have to go through there again. Or through there. But again, that's going through Sile Encampment, which is another region entirely. Sile Encampment, Bay of Blades, Tower of Crack. And there is a passage there, so that kind of makes sense. Aisling Conclave, Altar of Spawns, and Winterpire. You can go through there, and you can go through there, and you can go along the coast. So it's more just this one here, which is odd. You have to sort of do that. Whatever. Maybe the mountains are too thick. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, that will be it. Unassigned skill points. Bertie von Macama. Ooh, you went up a level. Get Melkos Mystifying Miasma. And... Garrison Lord's not moved. We're nearly upgraded our technology. Which is... Seaborne Logistics. Construction cost for ports goes down. As well as turns for constructing ports goes down. Ugh.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
Asdamundi, what do you want? Non-aggression pact. I mean, you're all the way over there. Getting a non-aggression pact with me going to do. I think the chest is saying whether the economic power is stronger than mine. I don't know whether it's comparing... Actually, I don't know whether it's comparing it against me or whether it's just using another scale. I kind of assume it's comparing it against me. But my economy is pretty strong. Car France sails up to Norsca. A Wintertooth going to do anything? I think their strength had been pretty much broken. Bretonia doesn't seem to do anything. What else? Yeah, they can't really do anything. Warriors of Chaos don't seem to have raised any of the regions up in the north.
And make your offer.
Oh, hello. What do you want? Join war against Sudenburg. I don't really have any love for Sudenburg, but I'm not particularly... I mean, why? They like that their Sultan, that Jafar has a treaty with me. But they don't like that they're at war with them. I don't think many people would like someone being at war with them. No, not right now. So they are at war with someone. I think they were at war with... What was it? Was it the trolls?
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Or maybe it was Clan Eshin. 400 in peace treaty. Nah.
Come then. Only
Oh, hello.
God, Ulrich, can judge it.
Nordland, what do you want? Military alliance. I mean, sure, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You're probably going to get confederated into the Empire again anyway. Their capital got razed by the Cabal, and then the Empire came and resettled the ruins, but gave it back to Nordland rather than claimed it for themselves. So Nordland re-arose. Maybe that's something that should change with the AI. If they confederate with a faction, then they don't, like, give the region back to that faction if they're... if it's lost. At the same time, if the Empire gets badly destroyed, then they go back and recolonize the regions. It means all the separate provinces of the Empire would come back. But they wouldn't be headed by their proper lords, but there's not really anything you can do about that. The lords of the Empire can't defect once they've confederated.
It is time.
Good, we get that. Yeah, get Warhorse breeding, even though that's useless to us because we've only got... We don't have any knights. The only cavalry we've got are Pistoliers. Supply wagons will be useful though. I can get local militia. Yeah, get local militia.
Yes, my lord.
You can get... Wind Blast. Erengrad. You're fine. One more turn. Fort Ostrosk. Wait. Help it. Damn it! I'm just off! No! Increase the, plantations. Pack Ice Bay just got destroyed. By whom? Was it the Empire? Clubber?
What does the Emperor bid?
Can I see?
Provinces?
No.
To strengthen the Empire.
Outdoors, man. We will. No time for R&R.
Yeah, they took some... That bugs me so much. Didn't used to be like that. Do that. Upgrade that. Oh, can I actually give you that, Get the Outrider. Increase your campaign line of sight by plus 25%. I want to see further.
Now?
Okay, you and you can get 2 Wardens.
The Empire.
You are getting a Treeman. You can get 2 Treekin. Orkmar the Grim claims Nashrak Slayer. Farmwart Ironcast may have something to say about that. Ulgrim Ironfist is coming from the rear. Elspeth von Draken is charging up there as well. And all the dwarf armies are on the move. They destroyed that hobgoblin army there. Lamont Dahl is looking at Bitterstone Mine. Khemri isn't really doing anything. I mean, they owned Khemri and there. Gorgazan. I always think Khemri should... I don't know. They never really seem to be that aggressive. Oh, what have you got? Oh, they're right. You're just sitting in there with your army. Bel Aliad is right there to be taken. Oh, that's probably owned by the Clan Eshin, actually. Okay, move up there. See the Vampire Coast. I can't see Marathi. I think she took Tor Dranil.
Lord of Bretonia.
Okay. Enter. I've kind of been flying through the turns a bit. There hasn't been really that much happening. It's just been getting buildings done, recruiting armies.
Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it well.
Military access? What are you going to do with that? No. No one denies the will of the Old Ones. Sorry. There's no way Mazdamundi would speak that fast. Ugh. Clan Scryer performs the Scheme of Doom. Pestilence scheme might have been more use to you, because then you could plague the armies which are coming to knock on your front door. But then they might siege you and spread the plague to Skavenblight. It's hilarious, but I don't know. Skaven seem to always be in a bit of a perpetual difficult situation. Their armies are good, their garrisons are good. However, it's not really an easy answer, I think, to representing the Skaven's threat level. In the base game, or in the game, they hold scattered settlements. Skavenblight, Clan Moors down in the mountains. I think it's like Karak Orals or something like that. Clan Pestilence is off in Lustria, and so on and so forth. And they're counted as ruins inhabitants, which means that they will, well, if there's ruins nearby, they will inhabit them. Or they don't tend to... They kind of go to war. Skavenblight does. It goes against Estalia. Most often, from what I see. They never really take out Talia. I think that's because they start at war with Bilbali.
Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
No. And so they just end up going to war with the rest of Estalia and taking over the province. But then they don't... Sometimes they expand into Bretonia. I don't know. The Skaven are supposed to have a bunch of mountain holds along there, and they don't in this. Just like Putrid Sump,
Deliver your missive and get from my presence.
and there's various other regions which they have in the mountains along where Clan Angrund are, south of Athel Loren. And there's not really a way to add them without it being really cramped. Because, I don't know, there's a lot of places. You want to have the settlements a bit of a distance away from each other. But the Undercities help the Skaven a lot. But they have to build those up also. And they're kind of slow. And they're mostly for money. I mean, that's fine. I don't know. Can you settle an... Can you put an army in an Undercity? I don't actually know. You could, like, hop from Undercity to Undercity, hiding from the factions above ground. Then that would be appropriate. Or, I don't know. Maybe if they had some way to, like, move an army from from a city to an Undercity, or from Undercity to Undercity. Kind of like a really long-ranged beast paths or something, with a chance to be intercepted, but sort of being able to navigate the map without drawing the attention of other factions, because I mean, even if it's like, even if you're able to hide, say, an army under Karak Bufta, you'd still see the army moving there and then disappear. If you could take an army for Skavenblight, then say, move to Karak Bufta, it'll be like, okay, 3 turns, it will travel to there or something like that. It's like in transit or something. Or maybe they can move in 1 turn, just because their tunnels are really efficient. I don't know. I think the Skaven in some stories did have underground trains. Those might have been fan-made stories, though. I mean, their garrison in Skavenblight is very good. But as I said, it's like, this is the Skaven settlement. Skavenblight. I don't know. They would have, like, a settlement over here or something, and then up here. I think they had a few in this area. Like, these mountain passes are a lot bigger than they actually are, I believe, in the lore. So you would have, like, a settlement here, settlement here, settlement here, which were owned by Skaven around this area. I think there's about 3 here. There would also be some along here. The Skaven are just everywhere, and they kind of represent that with randomly generated Undercities. But the problem then also is, yeah, you run the risk of making the Skaven too powerful. Because if they are everywhere, that puts them at a massive advantage against other factions. Anyway.
I will marshal the band.
The nation calls.
I want... What do I want in your army? I've got heavy hitters. Infantry. I would like more cooks. But cooks are actually a limited unit. I believe we have to build multiple barracks or multiple rally fields to be able to get more cooks. Because I've gotten... It says I've built the limit of them. And I can't recruit any more ogres either. These are limited, apparently. So I need to build more barracks. Barracks for the cooks, I suppose. And, where do I get the ogres from? Sacred Grove. It doesn't say that I have a cap on them, though, which is kind of annoying. And I need capitals to be able to get ogres. So, I could build one in Erengrad. Get rid of the farms there, get rid of the farms there. It's going up to level... It's getting up to level 5, we don't need any more farms. Kinda don't want to get rid of my resource buildings. Because even though we're not trading with those because they're not connected to my capital, we're still getting a nice amount of money from them. 200. Nearly twice that, so I think it's about 350 we'd be getting from it. Fort Ostrosk. You're upgrading the Sacred Grove, that's fine. Get rid of that. I was building the paved roads and all that because they do give plus 8% to income.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
What have you got? Hydra Blade. The Hydra Blade was carved from a single fane of Akholrak, first and greatest of the War Hydras broken by Malekith. Plus 40% weapon damage, plus 40% armor piercing damage for 38 seconds. Ooh, that's very nice. Wrathy is over there. The AI has this thing, I think, where they will colonize the ruins of a area. And of course their army takes attrition because you're using your forces to inhabit the ruins. However, then they'll consolidate their forces afterwards, which cuts their army in half. Or, you know, reduces the number of units in their army because they're combining them together. And I feel that hurts the AI more over the long term, because then they have like an army at only 13 where they before had an army of 20. It's good that they consolidate their forces after a battle, but I don't think there is... Recruiting the units back takes time.
The nation calls.
Where's the Chaos Army's gone? They run up here. I was expecting Chaos Armies. You haven't defeated them all yourself, have you? Edvard van der Krau, have you hogged all the Chaos Armies yourself? You greedy sod. Probably not. I don't think you would have survived. Especially not in your current state.
What do you want?
The dwarf armies just march outwards. If I could cause a war between the dwarves and the Empire, oh, it would be great. I'm thinking of ways in which I could cause that. Could I gift the dwarves lots of money and get them to be bigger allies of me than the Empire? Then if I went to war at the Empire, would that cause the dwarves to fall onto my side? 285. 274. What's other? -3. Other, -5. That might be releasing enemies. Okay. No, I didn't move Eckhart von Ries. Oh well. What do you see? Nothing. I see jungle, sir. Jungle for miles. And nothing to eat. Well, there's a lot of things to eat, but they'll end up killing you. Keep thinking, what would be the best way to break the Empire's power? As I said, the biggest problem is that if I go to war with the Empire, it's got to drag in Bretonia, the dwarves, Clan Angrund, Karak Azul, and anyone else which they're friends with. Lorelon Forest, possibly? I'm hoping that when the Chaos Armies spawn, they will be a sufficient strength to make a bit of a dent in the Empire. And also when the Chaos Dwarves army spawn, they should be able to do a nasty on the Empire and Dwarves as well. I hope. I might just have to bite the bullet and weather the storm, as it were.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
Oh hey, Orion? Yeah, sure. Non-aggression pact. And payment of 500. I don't have any beef with you. You going to exist until the end of the turn? If I could just, like, accept peace treaties with everyone. Could put the enemy at, put the other factions at odds with me. Can I get them to go at war with me just by being dickish to them? You can do things like perform hero actions on your ally settlements, and that will make them upset with you. I don't know if that breaks my treaties. I think it does. I can raid their regions. That makes them upset with me. But I don't think that breaks my treaties. You can break your agreements. That does make them upset with you. The thing is that declaring war, right? Since I'm a military alliance with them, I would have to break my military alliance with me, which is obvious saying, you know, oh, our situation is soured, I'm probably going to declare war on you. I don't think that lowers my diplomatic relations. It only does so if I break my military alliance with them and then declare war within 20 turns. You can't lean on your allies to choose one way or the other. You can ask them to, like, you know, go to war with this faction, but most likely they'll just say no. Even if I paid them huge amounts of gold. Theron. Oh, poor Teclis. You're having a bad day. Moxia Plagius. And Festigax Hellnox. You poor sod. I was wondering what was up with you. I saw Fuming Serpent was held by the cult of Sotek. I thought that Order of Lawmasters had been wiped out. Cricketer. Basmackle. Basmackle? Oh, there's Ikit Claw. His army must have been destroyed in Magritta. Yeah, they're taking to Barrow, and then they'll be marching on Skavenblight. Or not. Marius Leapdorf is over there. Is Balthasar Gelt over here? No, there's Valmir von Rolkov. Wolfram Hertwig is currently there. The Oak of Ages is not going to stand. Doesn't have a big enough garrison. What level is it? Withered. Oh, that's like first level, isn't it?
Armored in faith. Lord of Botonia.
Poor Athelloren. They didn't do anything, and then they got destroyed. Well, Pav.
By Sigma's right. Pick up the pace.
There's also something else weird in Nordland. Where is it? Along the coast here somewhere. There is a river here. And you can travel along the coastline here. But this river, there's no bridge. I mean, sure, it's an obstacle. You can move over it. And you can sail. But over land, you sort of have to spend a turn of attrition crossing this river. I mean, maybe that's to prevent you from just marching all the way down here. But usually if there's a river, there's a bridge across it. At least, you know, to be able to get across in multiple places. But there's not one there. It's not a big thing. Ulrich.
Praise Sigma.
Forest Toddbringer is again, there's massive attrition. Look at it. Is that really just from this? It's just like going to destroy a whole bunch of the units from the look of it.
What do you want?
No, whatever. Okay. Build that there. Build that there. Fort Ostrosk. Build that there. Nagenhof. Do I want to get rid of that there? I've got that building there because of the corruption in the area. Local populace, because of Mordheim. The background corruption is just 1, but Mordheim is generating an extra 2.
What does the Emperor bid?
So the Night Watch is basically the only way we have to deal with corruption.
I must.
Ungrim Iron Fist is taking Khazid Urkalaz. The army up here has been destroyed. I believe. Maybe? I don't actually see a battle marker. So they might have run off. Where could I take regions? Count Noctilus is attacking Tor Yves. Okay. Hey, dwarves.
Welcome, friend.
Join war. Declare war. No, I don't want to declare war on you. I can't tell you to declare war on. Join war against... I would have to be at war with the Empire before I could ask them to declare war on the Empire. But that just makes the problem difficult, because then it's like, they would probably not go to war with the Empire. They would probably prefer to go to war with me. How would I deal with dwarf armies?
My axe thirsts for war.
Magic wouldn't really work. Hot pot catapults would work. Armies of hot pot catapults? Treekin and Treemen? Alright, I didn't upgrade Help It. Yeah. No big deal. Oh, how are my armies down here going? You've got 12, you've got 12. Don't upgrade that.
Ready.
Get another treatment.
The Empire.
You get a treatment as well.
It is time.
Okay. In turn, perhaps I could move over to Nagaron, take a whole bunch of provinces there, and then come back to the Empire with all the wealth I'm generating from there. Right, a primeval glory performed by Hexoidal. Is that the one which summons a bunch of the dinosaurs? Let's see. Yep, a herd of great beasts from the deepest jungles of Lostria has gathered at their capital, ready for war. I'm surprised the drowned aren't moving on, Ulthuan. There was an event in Warhammer 1 when Chaos invaded, and when they were destroyed, everyone, when Chaos invaded, got a Shield of Civilization buff where they would all be heavily incentivized to join forces together against Chaos. However, when Chaos was destroyed, they'd all get a penalty to their diplomacy with each other to represent that once the threat unifying everyone was gone, everyone turned back to pointless bickering, and it would actually tear up the alliances pretty nicely from what I remember. You know, the Empire and the Dwarves would declare war with each other, or Bretonnia and the Empire would declare war, and everyone would just start fighting each other. It worked well to get rid of the sort of massive alliances people have at the moment. You know, Bretonnia, Empire, and the Dwarves. I feel like they should be more... I don't know. You're too big, and I don't like it when you're that big. That's how it is in the other Total War games, which makes more sense because they're historical, and, you know, France getting massively powerful would put the Holy Roman Empire in a concerned situation. But I feel perhaps in Warhammer, because the Dwarves in the Empire are kind of like long-term buddies. They've got a lot of agreement. They've got long-standing agreements in the law with each other. And while it's good that they do tend to ally with each other, perhaps it's too common. They need to have a bit more friction between them at certain points. Random events, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to do. If the Dwarves called upon the Empire to deal with the Greenskin Menace, but then the Empire didn't heed the Dwarves' request, the Dwarves would probably start seriously questioning their long-standing agreements with the Empire. At least if it happened multiple times. They're like, why, you know, why are we friends with you anymore? You're not even holding your end of the agreement. This new Emperor is not respecting the old ways. Okay, build the rally field. There we go. Woolik raised Bearslings. Karan is going after Frozen Landing. But there's both there and the Dwarven army is coming. Hey, what am I doing? Go over to Fort Ostrosk. This is a down fight. They've got plenty of armies coming up to defend it.
Huntsman General.
There we go.
To the provinces.
Get the Withering. Are they still up there?
What does the Emperor bid?
They are. And they're even more powerful than ever before. Norscan Ice Wolves and Norscan Warhounds.
Praise Sigma. This will bolster the nation.
What trickery is this?
Wulfric the Wolf Herder. Can't forget the Iceholm Marauders. Leadership is all 40. It's kind of adorable. He's just got herds of wolves. Okay, build a plantation there. You go to the Beyblades. Just make it so that they can't move in behind and take it. Ah, it's Gorath Warhoof. He's only level 2. Another lord added by a mod. Gorath Warhoof is a very old Centaur who has a lot of children.
I will marshal the men.
Beyond your comprehension.
You're probably gonna die. Elspeth von Draken is suffering a huge amount of attrition. What is with the attrition? It looks so terrible. I think it's a bug. There's no way they could be suffering so much attrition that their units are just gonna die next turn. Indeed, that hasn't been happening.
Praise Sigma.
At least I don't think it has been.
Tracker of distinction.
Otherwise they'd be losing armies left, right and centre.
The Empire. By the comet.
Marius Leitdorf is coming back to attack Skavenblight. Icket Claw is on his own. Dawn Demon and the Iron Frame. They've actually destroyed one of their buildings. Did they raise the unique building for the Council of 13 which was there? I don't feel that would help them. Why is there... Because... I think that increased their, income, didn't it? And their public order. That's an odd move. Laurelon Forest.
Why do you seek the halls of Athel?
Why is our relations going down? Treaties with Nordland. Battle support for the Empire. Treaties with the Empire. Oh, you don't actually like the fact that I'm allies with the Empire. You would be willing to join me in a war against the Empire. The Moot and the Wood Elves fighting side by side. You know what, the Empire? My strength rating is 2. The Empire's strength rating is 3. Who's the highest? Dwarves, 1. Cult of Pleasure's 4. Okay. Hey, become vassal. Yes, the Empire, become my vassal. I will offer you a payment of 300 gold, because that's all I have. Actually, I have less than 300. No? Well... You know what? I don't think we have much need for a military alliance anymore. Clearly, the Forces of Chaos aren't that big of an issue. How disappointing. The Rune Fangs will soon be unsheathed, I fear. Minus 90 broken treaties with the Empire. That didn't hurt our reliability rating, because we did it properly. They would accept it right back again, but our relations would probably keep going down. That actually broke all the way down to a Northern Aggression Pact. It doesn't go military alliance, then defensive alliance, it just goes, no! And because this replaces everything else. We don't even have military access with them anymore. That's actually kind of funny. Dwarves! Broken treaties with the Empire, minus 61. Well...
Greetings.
We're still good buddies, aren't we, dwarves? Kind of. You like that I broke treaties with the Empire. I'm kind of surprised Bretonia doesn't like the fact that I broke treaties with the Empire. I feel Bretonia and the Empire should be more at odds with each other. I feel a lot of things. I don't know. Oh, that's a, Black Ark there. That's the big ships of the Dark Elves. They're like mountains with fortresses on them and they float them across the ocean. They're like mobile bases for them. Quite cool. They can reinforce their armies nearby. That's what that big ring around them is. And I think they increase the casualties taken from battles No, not casualties, the captives taken after battles nearby, as well as maybe increasing the amount of sacking and raiding money they get while they're within the aura. So they're quite nice, but I haven't played with them too much since they were improved a fair bit in one of the later patches. There's actually a Dark Elf Lord which specializes in black arcs, but I have never played as him. He's the Kraken Lord. I forget his name. He's got like the octopus mask and 2 daggers. Oh, what's his name? It's something of. He's like the Dread Master of Caron Kar, but he's all the way down in Lostria. He starts down here rather than in Caron Kar. I think it was a free lord. Yeah, he was. Nice. But again, I've never played as him. I haven't played as a lot of the lords, actually. I haven't played as Khalida. Khalida? Yeah. I haven't played as Khalida. I haven't played as the exiled Tomb King. I haven't played as Teclis, I don't think. Or I might have once. I haven't played as a Lithanar. Military Alliance for 2000. Nah. I'll take just 2000. Played as Marathi. I've played as Malekith. Played as Mazdamundi. I think I have played as Krokgar once. I don't think I've ever played as Helman Gorst. If I have once, I might have once played as Manfred von Carstein, because I always start looking at Manfred and then I just go, but Vlad. I have played as Isabel, but Vlad and Isabella are kind of the same, really. They have different bonuses, but you know, you want to play with both of them, not just one or the other. You always end up with both. I played as the Fey Enchantress. I think more times than I've played as Luon Leoncourt. I haven't played as Oldbrock the Bordello. Yeah. I've played as Clan Moors, played as Clan Pestilence. I haven't played as Clan... what's it called? The one up in Nagarond. I might have once, but not much. Probably just to see what their start's like. You want a military... Wait, were you always there? No, because I'm military alliance with Followers and Nagash. Allied declares war. Karak Zul versus the Chaos Water Fighters. Sure, whatever. I've played as the Dreadfleet, played as a Vampire Ghost, but I've played as the Dreadfleet more often. I've played as Sartosa. I might have played a little bit as the Drowned. I haven't played as a Lithanar. Played as Alariel more than I've played as Tyrion. I think I've played as Throg more than I've played as Wulfric. Sigvald more than Archaon and Kolek. Welcome. There's a bit of a pause there. Anyway. Orion, I've never played as Durthu.
What does the Emperor bid?
Okay, how's it going? Do you think you could take an army of wolves? They do have a garrison with a fair amount of units in it.
What does the Emperor bid?
Actually.
By the comet. To the
The way they say that. By the comet!
to strengthen the Empire.
By the comet, it's you! What now?
Now,
Do I want to go to war with Albion? I mean, like, oh no, Albion. Oh dear, what could they possibly do?
tribesmen
They got a whole bunch of Albion swordsmen. Swordswomen. Swordsmaiden.
To the provinces?
by Sigma's right.
And just keep going down there. We'll deal with them, it doesn't matter, whatever. Who cares? Ice Fjord. Sacred Grove, please.
General,
Grove, please. Wardens. And a Great Eagle. Haven't used them too much. They would give us a nice amount of maneuverability. That's public order here. Fine. Oh well. Resources have gone down a fair amount. Is that because of trade? I don't think we broke our trade agreement with the Empire.
I am
No, we didn't.
Franz. Many call me Emperor.
Yes. Oh well, relations is actually going up with you now. It's still. We're just that likable. We do get bonuses with diplomacy with all the factions. Only plus 10, but
By the comet,
the halflings are just so likable.
time.
Okay.
Praise Sigma. Now,
You can get 2 wardens.
I will marshal.
You've got 2 wardens. Eh. Can you get any cooks?
Yes, my lord.
I upgraded any of those regions. Yeah, you're... No, that's the wrong building. Right. Raleigh Field. Rolf Essing. Where are you? Over there. You get Survivalist. I don't know why sometimes the screen switches like that.
I will marshal the band.
It stops you from being able to take the point out of the skill which you just put it in. Because you've left the screen. At least I think so. Mondal has taken Stone Mine Tower. Thorgrim Grudgebearer is over there.
Who calls me?
The dwarves don't actually like the fact that I have treaties with that they have the Empire. Let me start again. The dwarves don't actually like the fact that the Empire has treaties with me. And their relations are decreasing. Yeah, the High Elves like that I've trespassed against the Empire. They like that I've broken treaties with the Empire. I wonder if the High Elves actually fiddle around with diplomacy as much as you can when you're playing as them. The High Elves have a mechanic where they can spend their influence points. They have a system where they generate influence points. I think they just destroyed the Chaos Army there. 122. Nope. Also War Herd. Okay. Did you just colonize that again? No. The High Elves have a system where they get influence points by various events or generated by their characters. And they can spend these influence points either to get powerful lords or heroes, which they kind of need to, because the ones you get without spending influence points all have rather hilarious negative traits. But they can also spend the influence points in diplomacy, and they can fiddle with... They can give, like, bonuses and negatives to other factions' diplomatic relations, either with the High Elves or between other factions. So, if you observe the Empire and the Dwarves are too friendly, you can actually try and drive a wedge between them by spending influence points and causing a negative penalty to appear in the diplomatic relations between the Empire and the Dwarves. I haven't done it too much, not really to the point of causing a war between two factions, maybe once. But that might have just been pushing two factions to war who are already going to go to war. I'd imagine it would cost quite a lot to get very good friends to go to war with each other. It'd be funny to have like 100 influence points and to just dump it all into souring relationships between two factions. I feel the High Elves could do that a bit more. It could get annoying if suddenly it's like, oh, my allies are declaring war on me. Why? There's like the High Elves are behind it. You know, make things a bit too unpredictable if they did it too often. But perhaps they could just like stymie relations between factions around the map to sort of make things more neutral rather than trying to cause factions to go to war all the time. So if factions hate each other, they might try to bring them back to neutral. If factions really like each other, they probably would lower their relations to neutral. Anyway, I'm just trying to think, because it seems later in the games there's a bit of an issue with, well, all the Order factions allying with each other and becoming rather unstoppable. The Order factions are predisposed by their nature to work together, whereas the Chaos factions are all sort of, the Destruction factions are all sort of out for each other, out for themselves, rather. Though a number of them do ally together, but not really solidly. Warriors of Chaos, Beastmen, and Skaven. Skaven are willing to ally with them. Beastmen get penalties when they ally, though. Even with the Warriors of Chaos, they lose fightiness, or their equivalent. When you play as the Dwarves, you do occasionally get diplomatic issues. Slavers of Zarnagrund? That army spawning again?
Who calls?
Poxmarsh. Oh! Poxmarsh is actually owned by the Flaming Scimitar. It's the Golden Magus. Falcon Scimitar. A fine blade presented to Arabian warriors who have proven themselves in battle, gaining them respect from all. Magical attacks. Public order +2. Armor piercing damage +12. Weapon strength +6%. Leadership +4. Lord's army. Scorpion carapace armor. It is said that armor fashioned from the carapace of the Dune Scorpion is stronger and lighter than any metal variety. Perfect vigor. 5% ward save. 5% physical resistance. +10% speed and 15 armor. I believe they can actually get Dune Scorpions, which are a reskinned version of the Tomb Scorpions of the Tomb Kings. Crescent Amulet. This strange mystical amulet allows its wearer magical powers, but is a heavy burden some cannot bear. Did I see that on another character? These actually might be like my lord's items, where they just are able to get them at a certain level. These Gringoid ghouls as Empire captains, is that a bug? I don't think the faction's changed since I activated the mod. Maybe it's just a weird appearance. Maybe it's something which isn't entirely finished. Oh, can I get allied with them? What do you think of
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
military alliance? Military access? Hey! Then it is an agreement. Welcome. Can't see the rest of your army though.
They will be judged.
Because I think I saw those items on the Lord over here for the Flaming Scimitars.
I am ready to parley. I hope your
Military Alliance. Yes! Vizier Salah ad-Din. Yeah, he does. Crescent Amulet. So, okay. He might actually be just... No, I'm pretty sure this is unique Lord for them. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe they lost their unique Lord? Because our Lord, Samwise Warfoot, didn't actually start with immortality. And he's not actually unique in any way.
To the provinces.
However, Sultan Jafar is unique.
This will bolster the nation.
I would actually like to see a unique Lord for the Halflings. They do have someone.
It is for the best.
The only named Halfling leader. Apart from Lumpenkroop.
Bolster the nation.
But he is the leader of the
General.
Fighting Cocks.
What does the Emperor bid?
As unwilling as he is to have that position. Allies relationship towards trolls. Yeah, sure.
Attack! War calls.
There we go. It's just a basic garrison. Occupy.
To arms!
Get a hedge wizard and a brass cleaver. Regain control. Or retain control. But yeah, Samwise is actually just completely normal in his skills. Hold the line.
Yes.
Oh, there's their army.
You're a pretender. Huntsman General.
Go and hunt him down. I'd actually kind of like to have us look at their units.
Close in
Eh.
and kill. Setting sail. Tracker of distinction. It will be done.
Go back. Dulcimund can level up. Longship Graveyard.
So,
I want you to go up to Krakow Ravensvig and take that.
What does the Emperor bid?
Okay, can we get another lord here? No, we can. Get another wizard. What I like. Let's get a life wizard. Regal or perceptive? Regal. And Earthblood. And Shield of Thorns. Okay. Anything else? The Oak of Ages is owned by Bretonia now. I half expect to see, like, scaffolding around it and, like, large saws. I'm kind of happy I don't, because the idea of Bretonia just, like, logging the entire forest is kind of a bit too sad. I don't know if they'd be able to do that. I mean, getting rid of the Wood Elves wouldn't really get rid of the forest. The forest would probably go berserk.
Where next?
And turn against Bretonia very heavily, as well as the Wood Elves, I think. You probably see the Wood Elves as having failed them in their duty to protect the forest, because Athol Loren does kind of have a mind of its own. At least I'm pretty sure it does. It's like Mirkwood in that other IP.
approach us, friend, and make your offer.
What do you want? What do you like about me? And I think because you didn't see the Empire, you have no opinions of me breaking my agreement with them or not. Yeah, ruler's tolerance to Mootland, 28. Everyone just likes the Moot. I wonder how the Halflings and Slann would get along with each other. The Halflings like make a big meal of... what does Slann eat? I have to imagine they're like frogs or toads, so they'd eat insects. Probably. But at the same time, kind of remind me of Jabba the Hutt, so I imagine they'd eat like... I don't know. Frogs? Whatever Jabba ate. They might not even eat. They might be beyond the need of eating. We have long since devolved past the need for food. Wintertooth, do you feel lucky? Are you going to attack me with your... Nope. Aww. I want to see your armies of wolves. We've got this train of Wintertooth heroes behind us. Only 2. It's not as bad as it used to be. Aswad, Scythians... Clan Septic. Where are they? Skaven's still around on the map. Clan Septic. Where are they? They are...
Ulrich can judge it worthy or no.
Don't actually know. I can't actually remember. You want a defensive alliance. Sure, whatever. You're not part of the Empire. We're not part of the Empire. I wonder if I can drag Laurelon Forest into a war with the Empire. I would have to protect them. They've only got the one army. I'm pretty sure they do. Oh, we're going for time. That's fine. Kick out Blackhorn. Get another Light College Acolyte. It's nice that we keep getting those. The extra decrease in corruption is very nice. Okay. Continue the siege. March up. You're going to take attrition for a turn after we attack this, but that's fine. How are you taking attrition? Oh, you're standing in snowy area. Move up to there. Yeah, they took a little bit of a damage just by... I've noted that before. It just keeps bemusing me every time it happens. It's not... I'm not used to it. I'm just not used to it. It's new and it's weird. Different. I don't like it. That... Oh, actually. Oh! I want to build. Damn it.
Is it time?
Give me my powerful...
Into the wild.
What's it called? Powerful ports.
Track and trap.
It's annoying because it means I take casualties just when I'm moving them into position. Ah, Razza. Flamestorm, no. Arcane Conduit. Survivalist. Thank you.
Ready.
Oh, I think something else which was changed in the update, which changed the, there's been a few updates for the, Lost Factions mod. I think another one actually lowered the, garrisons of the troll factions. So they're not quite as overwhelmingly powerful as they were. Conquata, they've lost it. Probably a, rebel army came and attacked them. Tyrion is raising an army there. Vampiric corruption's still spreading. I've never seen vampiric corruption in Nagarond. I'm kind of interested to see what it would look like having vampiric corruption all around here. Or even Ulthuan being covered in vampiric corruption. The sad thing is, I don't think you can get 100% corruption, because there's always the local populace, and the local populace for Ulthuan is 4. Untainted, so you can never get like 100% vampiric corruption appearance like you get in Castle Drakenhof and all that. Which is rather sad. I'd like to see a fully corrupted Ulthuan. Okay, you can go in there. Confident, disciplined. What's the tracker? Disciplined, Colt Blaze. Sounds like a action hero's name. Coming this summer. Colt Blaze in. I don't know. The mysteries of the mysteries of the moot. The mystery of the missing second breakfast. Azul the Orcbane. You are war fervor. Something higher pushes these forces to its limits for now, at least. I really need to add like hobgoblin lords for the hobgoblin armies. Can I get an Empire captain? No. Ah, right. Can we recruit more cooks? No, I can't. Do I have to have a level 3 barracks for that? Because this is the level 2 is the level which I'm able to get master cooks. Maybe it increases along with the captain. I know I just spent all the money which would allow me to get the port. I just realized that. Whatever. Oh, that only marginally increased our chances. What do they got? Apart from all the dogs. Wolves. Marauders. Feral Mammoth. Bile Trolls. Ice Trolls. Dorsican Ice Trolls. Wolfric. Skin Wolf Werekin. Oh, I think another thing the mod changed was that these, Norscan factions, or something, can't get the, Werekin Lord, or the, Familiar Lords anymore. It changed something like that. I'd actually like to see a Familiar faction. Maybe just a one province faction. They can be in Albion or something. Because the Familiar do exist as their own, like, not faction. They're like, what would you call it? Tribes? They live in swamps. And, that's about it. Worship chaos. When we're talking about, like, underdeveloped factions, Familiar are one which I really didn't even know anything about until they were added to the game. I believe I'd read about them before, but it's like Warhammer 40,000. There's a lot of minor factions in Warhammer Fantasy, or there was, but they were never really detailed to any degree. So, a lot of the time you only hear about them in passing, or only in older, like, lore books. Alright, we have our hunting hounds. I wonder how they'll go against the, monster called? Dogs. Oh, wolves. Our dogs against their wolves. Okay. You can go up onto this ridge. Treemen. Treekin. Dryads. You. Ogres. Don't have any chefs. No. My leadership bonuses. Oh well. Okay, go there. You go there. And start. Your front line long enough? Hold off attacking. We don't want to make them feel threatened. We attacked them, so we're going to have to charge them. Unless we hit them with artillery, then they'll probably charge.
Shelia protects us. What?
Okay. Have a look at their army after I've finished. Look at all these treemen. Oh, it's pretty nice actually. Just... and these ogres. And we got a unit of chefs. More treekin. Got a lot of rather heavy hitting units. Treemen. I kind of wish treemen gave a encouragement aura around them. Wishing for too much.
The Empire ensures. Running the wall.
Actually, what am I doing? Do that. Do we only have... oh, there we go. That's a grudgeon. So much soup. You go there. Other treeman. Where's my other treeman? Go over there. Heroes. Okay, you go like that. Ogres go like that. Dryads go like that. We're gonna have to protect all of our artillery. Rangers, actually, you go here. Tree King go on that flank. Tree King go behind them like that. Some of them go at the front there. Ogres. You can go... no, those other two ogres are over there. You go like that. Cooks. You go there. Free Company Militia. You go like that. I'm expecting a lot of their wolves to come around behind us. As the AI likes to do. Being sneaky. Kind of. You can do that. Halfling Rangers. Go on. Kind of an angle like that. There we go. Halfling Rangers, you there. Spread out behind there. There we go. Celestial Wizard. You go there. Listen to the roaring of our trees. I do like the noises of the treemen. Which is why I like playing as Avalorn. because it's just like you get to play with more of the treemen units, or the forest spirit units, and you don't have to play as the high elves, as the wood elves. Not that the wood elves are bad, however, being able to get some more access to the units outside of the wood elves. So I say high elves again. Is it's nice. Okay, where are you? You go there. You go in front of the treemen. I need to give the treemen names.
To battle! The accused will die! Battle wizard!
Okay. You go there. You go over there. Dryads go over there. Dogs. You go into this forest here. Okay. That's a pretty nice looking front line. Just group them all. There we go. Okay. We're actually facing slightly away from the majority of their army. Where are we? Oh, we're... Wulfric the Wanderer's right there. Okay, open fire! Where's Wulfric? There he is. Wolf! Bam, 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 bam. Boom. Now you gotta realize that you're not gonna win the ranged battle here and charge me. Good. Bam! Yes! Chuck soup at the mammoth. Mammoth steaks are for dinner, boys. Oh, 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 are they charging? Are they just reassembling their lines? Wulfric's like half health gone. Bam! Yeah, they're attacking. Bam! They keep missing. I suppose because unlike actual fireballs, they're not actually homing. What is this? Ugh, such a disappointment. My hotpot catapults aren't homing. It's just terrible, is what it is. How can you even go on? Homing soup. Truly, the halflings are masters of their craft. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh! What are you doing? Feral mammoth! Stop that. Shoot it! Take it down. I'm not afraid. I've seen worse things. Ow! Okay, maybe I am a little afraid. And it just wanders through my lines. Bam. It is rampaging. Okay. Battle was met. Wind Blast isn't that good against the walls because the walls don't get knocked over by it. Oh no, don't have enough.
The Empire endures.
Ah! Oh, my dogs! I forgot about them. Half the rangers got terrified. Uh-oh. Ogres! Take out those Norscan warhounds. Treemen! Get in there. The wolves are worrying. Oh, they're gonna take out those rangers.
I condemn them.
But withdraw? What are you? I'm kind of... And you get. Where is a good spot to use this? Okay, I need to pause. Charge there. You charge there. Where are all the berserkers? Charge them. Actually, you charge them. You guys down there, deal with them. Hotpot catapults. Oh, there's walls there. Walls are being a bigger problem than I thought they would be. We just have to break their leadership. They don't have that much morale. Wolfric's nearly gone, so.
I shall unhinge them. Ready for war. Very well. Sigmar Crusader! Take the ground. I Galmaras. Heldenhammer.
Bam! There goes Wolfric.
By Ulrich's wrath. Take aim. What do you bid?
Did they take you off the hot pot? No, they didn't. Okay, get up there. Oh, 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 they're breaking. I think we've won. Just.
What do you bid?
Feels a lot closer than it was meant to be.
By Ulrich's wrath. By Ulrich's wrath. To battle for Heldenhammer.
Treeman, charge those bile trolls. Don't hit my treeman with the soup, please. He doesn't like the hot soup.
Accuse them. Church. What do you bid? Sigmar Crusader!
Those hounds are actually being a problem. They keep chasing down my fleeing units. That's what I'd do with them.
Withdraw! The Grey Order! Forward! Ready! Battle awaits!
Hey, victory!
Standing by!
We maybe should have angled our hotpot catapults away from our this direction and put some facing that way a bit more to attack ones around the edges.
Fire and charge!
But
Moving now!
well, that didn't go too terribly. We took a lot of casualties though.
Lingering! Go!
Bam! Go on. You want thirds? Fourths even.
We'll be back!
The puns. Jokes. Okay. Pyrrhic victory. Ugh. Well, what can you do? 18, 46, 53, 34, 25, 1, 57, 12, 109. Who got the most kills in my army? Do I even need to ask? Hotpot Catapult, 115 kills. 45 on the Ogres. We lost about half our army in both of them. Both of my armies have the same number of units? 180, 155. They nearly lost the same number, but 2. I used both armies equally. Yeah, we didn't kill any of the wolf units, but our hunting hounds got chased down, or they just got charged and overwhelmed. I don't think our hunting hounds are as good as their Chaos Warhounds or Ice Wolves. Their armies were smaller than mine. Well, and one of my armies is going to suffer attrition for a turn because there is only room for one army in a settlement. How much did the other one get? 119, 101, 12, 21 on helmet. Treeman got 34. Well done. Loot and occupy. There we go. Retain control, please. Armor silvered steel. Okay, get that. Get plantation. Get fields. Pay for roads. Can't force march you down to Bay of Blades in time. You're just gonna have to take that turn of attrition. Some of the lords actually get abilities which are like, there's amount of attrition you take per turn, but
What does the Emperor bid?
do we actually have any which do that? Wound, assault garrison, specialist. Damage, ward, assassinate. No.
Ready.
Okay. Well, after this turn, minus 30. Public order is nearly 100, so we'll be able to control it perfectly fine. Oh, also, we can increase Sigmarite Doctrine.
We hunt our enemies.
You, I've moved.
To the province.
You are just sort of sitting around in Pack Ice Bay. Military presence is plus 20. I want to move you to Albion. Maybe I'll move these two armies to Albion.
To the provinces.
What can I do with you?
Show me the accused. Keen sight. Yes, my lord.
Can you get anything? What do I want? Hotpot catapults.
It is time.
Move into Castle Drakenhof. That's all that it's there for. No. You can't encamp now. Oh well. Get two. And then get a Great Eagle.
I will marshal the men.
You can get a Great Eagle.
Praise Sigma. Yes, my lord.
Okay, can you... No, I moved you. Okay. Chaos armies are coming up, but I'm expecting the Empire to have armies all the way through there. So, we should be fine in that direction. As well as since we've recently broken ties with the Empire. Why has that got Vampire Corruption there? Osmosis. Oh, is that because... Walkheim. Yeah, right. It's forcing Osmosis across. Okay. I think that's about it. End turn. Turn 140. Eckhart von Ries. Oh, I forgot to move you. Ah, well, whatever. It's like the halflings going around the world making friends with all the wrong people. They're supposed to be content and just like let the Empire do everything for them. And not really get involved in battle, but we're being really opportunistic, and I'd like to think warmongering. Not really. My choices are limited to that area. Fort of Labaris is destroyed. I suppose about time. I roll my eyes. Crockguard took a long time to destroy them. They're calling us to go to war with them. Didn't need our help in the end. Not that I was going to send an army all the way down there. I'd think whether it would be fun to play as the halflings and just have the loot for the entire campaign, but honestly, it'd just be turn, end, turn, end, turn, end, turn, end, turn, end. Oh look, I'm being attacked. Can I beat them? Yes. Okay. Turn, end, continues. Can I beat them? No. Well, game over. The fate of the halflings. To either continue existing, or to get devoured by a larger faction around them. Mostly it's just to be a stepping stone for Von Carsteins or the vampire counts. Order of Lawmasters and Flaming Scimitars have a military alliance negotiated with each other, and the Order of Lawmasters and Cult of Sotek. And I'm still confused as to where Clan Septic is. They're not down in Nehekara or Araby, because that is where Clan Eshin is. Wait, aren't they the faction which is up attacking Nagarond? Why would they still be there? Did Nagarond not defeat them?
So?
Okay. How's your relationship with the Awakened? Oh, you're at war with the Vampire Coast. Okay. We'll go past the
Very well.
Maelstrom. Tor Elithis refugees are down here. They took Elisali back. Tor Yvres has fallen to the Dreadfleet.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
Elithanar is floating around in the ocean, already fleeing Marathi and, oh no, Akara and Admiral Teliamoth. How's Bretonia feeling about the High Elves? Not too good, really.
What do you seek?
Eleanor? Okay. Yeah, is this? I can't actually see. Nagarond's there. Up here, a Skaven faction is against Nagarond in the beginning of their campaign. And usually, your first action as Nagarond is to deal with them. Apparently, they chose not to.
Keep the pace.
Why is a bit beyond me, but
Praise Sigma. By Sigma's right. What?
Aesling's Conclave? Maybe not right yet. I'm still recovering from my losses.
What?
I'm recovering pretty quickly, though.
Now?
Do I want to take Cracker Ravensvik? Bearsling's camp is being held by the Empire still, so is Frozen Landing. Sure. I feel confident that I would be able to hold it. Take control. I mean, Cracker Drackets had ample opportunity to take it. It's not my fault if they don't capitalize on recovering their lost provinces. I certainly didn't feel that way when I was playing as Kislev. Lazy sods, they just sat there for turn after turn, not taking back their own provinces. What do I want? Kurt Seidel, Monster Hunter. Eckhart Morsche, Monster Tracker. Or Theodoric Van von Volkmann. Van von Volkmann. Confident. Van von Volkmann. Such a ridiculous name. There we go. Oh, did I get the corruption on you? I didn't! Oh, I forgot about the corruption on you. Oh.
By the comet.
Everything's ruined. Let us get Free Company Militia.
The nation calls.
You go back across the border.
Yes, a sound plan.
2 Free Company Militia. I kind of want them more than the Dryads. Dryads are better though. They don't have ranged. It's like the Dryads are better in basically every regard, except the charge bonus is 1 less. And they have fear. The Dryads don't feel like that much better. Weapon strength, 23 armor piercing is 8. Weapon strength, 32 armor piercing is 6. It really would seem better to get 2 units of Dryads than the Free Company Militia. Though, Dryads don't come with ranged attacks, but they have magical attacks. I don't know. Dryads are in smaller squads too. 75 as opposed to 90. Where's old Cetra the Imperishable? There he is. How's it going? Still on a horse. It feels so wrong to see Cetra the Imperishable on a horse. You're getting... Don't... Improved relations with Bretonia. Come on, man.
Where next?
I moved you? Yes, I did. Okay, well... you're also recruiting... Intern. I might do 1 or 2 more turns and then I'll call it for the night. Lothern, military alliance negotiated with Caliphate of Araby. That's kind of nice to see. I have to wonder if an AI faction gets powerful enough allies, will they become more warlike because they feel that they have the backing of stronger factions? We can crash destroy your tiny empire, but we won't. Peace treaty. Can I demand payment from you? Low. Low. Moderate. Fine, I accept, but no this. I will gnaw on your bones. Yes, yes. If you're asking for peace from me, it's probably because The Empire is on your doorstep and you don't have long for this world. Maybe it feels a bit easier for the Skaven to actually reappear. I certainly feel Skaven Blight should be harder for the Empire harder for factions to hold. Like, I don't know, just when it's held by a non-Skaven faction that gets really large public order penalties. But that's hard to balance because each faction has its own level of, like, public order buildings. Some have an easier time of retaining public order over a region. Some other factions have a harder time. Orcs have a hard time. Dwarves have a comparatively easier time. As we're seeing, the halflings have a pretty damn easy time.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Oh, hello, Ulsus. What do you want? You want a peace treaty as well? Yeah. Like a one-province Skaven faction. I know it's Clan Scryer is, but... I make a treaty with Clan Scryer on the hopes that Skaven Blight will remain. We finally encounter the Exiles from Heck. Though I've been able to see that some of the provinces are held by them. Because even though the provinces are under the fog and not seen by me, we can still see that they're held by... which faction they're held by. Warherd of Chaos and Warriors of Chaos have been destroyed.
Approach and make your offer, but I make no promises to my assent.
Hung Warband, what do you want? Non-aggression pact. You've got a military alliance with the Hunt Marshal's expedition. That's not too odd. Yes, they're a Chaos faction. And the symbol's Chaos, but the rebel armies are sort of just neutral, even though it's primarily made up of Chaos units. I don't really care. You can do what you want. They're actually at war with the Chaos factions, so... that is a little odd. You'd think being the Hung Warband, they would have a predisposition to be with Chaos, but... Chaos fighting Chaos. It's something that happens quite regularly, actually. Raise or sack the following settlement. Citadel of Lead. Mission failed! Oh, right. The Doom Tide. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos and Warherd of Chaos have been destroyed. Again. They'll come back. They always do. Do I want to take the Greyling Moot? Or Bjornling's Gathering?
How to proceed?
Should I take either of them with this army?
Who calls?
Huntsman General. So?
I'll actually try and not spend too much this turn, because I'd like to be able to upgrade that port in Erengrad. You are now a army of 19. I will move you up to... oh wait, no. You can move... let's move you down to Ackendorf. Stop. Pick up Theodoric von Volkvan. It's just fun to say. And we continue moving. Okay. Siegfried Whitsunheimer. Alright. Now can you get a another cook? You can't. We do have a level 3 barracks. We also have another Sacred Grove. It's not restricted to province, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not. No. At least I can keep recruiting Hotpot Catapults. That is kind of annoying, because these are 2 units which are really, really... Well, the Ogres are nice. Master Cooks, kind of necessary, because of the buff they give. Plus 10 leadership and immune to psychology. I don't really like that they've got a cap on them. Get a captain. Johann von Blow, charge bonus. Boris Bruckert, monster hunter, or Leopold Pappenheimer. Leopold Pappenheimer. You can get Blade Master, hard to hit. I will... Uzo the Orcbane. Well, we got our research done as well, didn't we? Yeah, reinforced armor plating, so it made our steam tank a little bit better. Or super tank. Where is it? Over here, isn't it? There it is. 8% missile resistance. Yep. Kind of surprised it doesn't actually have missile resistance, considering it's armor clad. Don't tax the province. We're not making anything from it anyway. Go over to Conquata. I want to take Albion back, and at the moment it's a more important thing than the Pack Ice Bay. Actually, stop upgrading it, because if it's going to rebel, then we'll just be wasting the money. Without our characters there, we can't maintain control of the Chaos Corruption. We could probably build the things there in time, but yeah. Okay. Yep. Research. Greenskin, Skaven, the Lizardman. Vampire Counts, Vampire Coast, and Tomb Kings. Fighting against elves. Purge of the Ruinous Breeds. Norska, Chaos, and Beastmen. See, I kind of feel like some of these should actually, like, give you bonuses. Or they should, like, Purge of the Foul, right? This gives bonuses against Greenskins, Skaven, and Lizardmen. I feel they should also give a penalty to Diplomacy against the Lizardmen. Or, like... like Purge of the Knife Ears. This gives you missile resistance and leadership when fighting against elves. But I feel it should also give you a diplomacy penalty against high elves and wood elves, because it's like you're not distinguishing, it's just against all elves. Like, it should have a penalty. And perhaps one could, like, I don't know how you'd work one in giving you a relationships with dwarves. I don't think they really need it for the dwarves. I mean, these are the same as the Empire. That's why I'm talking about them. These kind of feel unnecessary, because they get, like, bonuses anyway, because they've got an affinity for each other. So... oh, we can upgrade Norden. Wait until next turn. Okay. End turn. Oh, I didn't move Eckhart. Oh well. We see the Galleon's Graveyard. in the Maelstrom? It is the only ocean tile province. Not that that really means anything, it's uninhabitable for us anyway. There is a mod which adds a variety of new climates. It like makes some of the makes areas a bit more nuanced with their climate. So rather than Poxmarsh being like jungle, it's sort of like, I think it might add it as jungle coastline. And it's like, you know, unpleasant rather than uninhabitable. I know the areas in Araby, which are desert, have like desert coast, which is unpleasant rather than uninhabitable.
Only Sigma's god, Ulrich,
Oh, that's your name. Grand Hierophant Katep. Or Ketchup. Military alliance. Only a fool would turn aside and offer as generous as this. We're actually at war with a lot of the bad guys. Alter Pleasure, the Dreadfleet, and the Drowned. I think they all start at war with the... No, actually, no, what am I saying? You're not a vampire count, so you're not a vampire coast, you're Tomb Kings. So you're just at war with them because they're vampires and undead. Sure, whatever. Child of the Empire, we have an agreement. Oh, we encountered the Hunters of Kurnos. Do they respawn? Oh. Or I mean,
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
they clearly have. What do you want? Join war against Sudenburg. What's Sudenburg's relationships? I can't see all of them. Please, call your warriors. Yeah, Sudenburg's all the way down there. Why are you so hellbent on me going to war with Sudenburg? Payment. Demand payment. You're very weak. Is that why you don't really go to war? You've got a terrible, or fine, whatever, I don't care. You've got a terrible economy? I'd have expected Araby to have a good economy when it comes to trade. Maybe not too good of an economy in their own provinces. But that's kind of a problem, because trade is good early on, when there's a lot of factions. However, trade becomes less effective as a whole bunch of the factions get confederated. Though, I think the money you'd make from the larger faction would go up as well, just because they'd end up with more trade resources. But it's like they would be trading with more factions themselves, so they'd have less to give to you, I think, maybe. I'm not actually super understanding of how the trade system works. I know there's a limited number of trade resources you can give to other factions. So you can't, like, get marble and then trade marble to everyone, because you only produce so much marble per turn. But that whole trade system is really kind of quietened in Warhammer than it is in the historical games. I mean, for some factions it really doesn't make sense to trade. Okay, Yeah.
To the provinces.
Keep going down there. I'm gonna have to march through Grenzstadt. So, boo-hoo to the Empire.
How should we proceed? Get training.
Join them. Amber Wizard. Amethyst Wizard. Purple Sun and Zeros Part 2. Funnily enough, it is you! Morannin's Thunderbolt. What have you got an army of? Go to Conquata. Well, hello. Ah, it's Malekith. What are you doing? You're in your chariot. Got Destroyer. Circular Divine, Supreme Spell Shield. And he's going for a sail. I wonder where he's going to land. Does he have Charon Car? The Cult of Pleasure has Charon Car. It's kind of... Everyone gets ruler's tolerance to the Mootland. Even Marathi. They got 28 tolerance to me. They're like I've got broken treaties with the Empire. Everyone just likes the halflings. Does Chaos have, likes the halflings? Yes, how's it going? The Lich Lord, ancient beyond memory, wanders the deserts in search of powerful artifacts to restore his beloved kingdom to its former glory. Sandstorm. Sword of Anti-Heroes. Osirian's Incantation of Vengeance. Dejaf's Incantation of Cursed Blades. The Lich Staff. The other Trickster's Shard. My Will Be Done. The Curse. It'd actually be kind of fun to play as. All of Nehekara's gods and goddesses are inscribed along the ancient copper staff, granting Katep mastery over their latent magical powers. Because he is a powerful spellcaster of the lore of Nehekara. Is it that? Is it called that? Yeah, lore of Nehekara. Which you get access to. We're not going too badly for public order there. Hey. Okay, what was I saying? The lore of Nehekara. You get it in Lich Priests, but you don't actually have a lord which has it. So you're always kind of at risk at losing your Lich Priests earlier on. The lore of Nehekara is interesting. It's a lot of buffing spells. And I feel it's kind of difficult to make use of it. I think like, what is it? Jeff's Incantation of Cursed Blades. Okay, that increases armor piercing and weapon damage. And a bonus versus large effect if you overcast it. But it's a single unit. Mirror's Incantation of Protection, plus 44% physical resistance. Extended effect duration. Again, single unit. Tra's Incantation of Righteous Smiting. 40% missile damage, 40% armor piercing missile damage. Overcasting it. 40 plus 40 reload skill. Again, single target. Osirian's Incantation of Vengeance. Causes damage to combatants. High damage opponent resist damage. And it slows them down. Greater effect on speed, so it slows them down more, but again, single target. Sekhmet's Incantation of the Skullstorm is a vortex spell, which is a rather small vortex, I think. It deals pretty good damage, but it wanders around. Overcasting it apparently increases the size of it. So, and it does last for a while, 27 seconds. But as I said, it's like vortexes, even if they last for 27 seconds, that's just more time for it to wander off. Ussex. Incantation of desiccation. Minus 26 melee attack, minus 27 melee defense. Greater effect on melee attack. Minus 44 melee attack. This is area of effect. 200 affects enemies in range. So this is a good spell, but this is the last one. All the other ones, single unit, single unit, single unit, single unit, vortex. They have got a good passive, which, no, wait, is it good? The passive is it heals a unit slightly whenever you're casting. And I think I actually tested that and it only heals like 100 to 200 hit points. If that, which is really not that much. I think I tried a battle where I kept casting spells over and over again to see whether the healing you got from casting spells would resurrect units, and I don't believe it did. It makes sense. The Tomb Kings are not about resurrecting units. They're not. They're undead, but they're not necromancers. Beyond the Lich Priests, which are more just like long-lived. Long-lived with air quotes rather than necromancers. It's like they don't really want to create more undead because they don't like being undead. So they don't have the Invocation of Nehekara, or Invocation of Nehek, sorry, from the Vampire Counts, which is a big heal on undead units. Maybe it's something which could separate Ark and the Black if he had that, but I feel maybe it would give him too much power. They do have some healing though. As I said, whenever they cast spells they get healing. As they lose units, they have 3 stages, which gives them heals. Again, that doesn't really give that much healing. Compared to the amount of damage you're taking during combat, it's not really that much. And I don't think it resurrects units. Though I believe it says it does, but I don't think I've ever seen a unit resurrected. And they've got a separate healing on their... what are they called? On their necrotex.
Approach us, friend, and make your
Necrotex? I think they're called. Which are the units which maintain their structures. Or their constructs. Like the Cambrian War Sphinx. And they have a heal on them which they can get. Which regenerates the health of a construct unit for a short time. Again, I don't know how much that is. Maybe only about 600. Military alliance. Your defensive alliance with Bretonnia. I don't really want to be close friends with anyone with Bretonnia or the Empire.
Do not waste my time with petty talk.
What do you want? Peace treaty. Is it like all the factions start seeing that I'm being disruptive and breaking alliances and they're all pouncing on that fact? Aha! He's open to diplomacy. He's willing to do weird things. Ask him for all the peace treaties. Probably just because I'm second most powerful. Rizgat Mork's chosen. Was that the leader name? Great Incantation of Kassar. What's that one? Oh, sandstorms. Yeah, right. You can see the sandstorms popping up around their provinces. Well... anything else going on at the moment? Not really. I think we will leave it there for tonight. We've had a few battles. Chaos has come in. Hasn't really done too much. We broke our alliance with the Empire because the Halflings are destined for bigger things. And not just more meals. Not just bigger meals. The jokes. I'm sorry. Oh, not really. Griffin Gate's being taken as well. I kind of like how much the Cult of Pleasure has taken parts of Nagaron, Ulthuan. Well, that is Nagaryth and Ulthuan, but I feel they're not going to hold them. Where have they gone? They were over here. Are they going to hold these regions which they've taken? Or are they just going to take them back from them, behind them? Is the strength of the Wood Elves broken? Of the High Elves, pardon me, broken. There's Belenar the Wise there, a full stack, part of Safri. Alariel the Radiant is right there. She's actually going to be quite weak now because the chaos corruption in her provinces is kind of high. Look at the Phoenix. Chance of unit gaining hit points. Chances of unit instantly dying. I don't think I've ever seen that. The burning pages bound together in the Book of the Phoenix will never burn their reader, unless his heart is dark. That'd be funny. You cast it on a unit and just the unit keels over. Immune to Psychology, Boon of Isha. Under Isha's embrace, those of Fey Heart will be protected. That is the Everqueen's will. 40 meters, constant. Imbues magical damage as well as immune to Psychology. That's pretty nice. Shield Stone of Isha. As old as Ulthuan itself, the Shield Stone pulses with warding and protective energies. And she's got Shield of Thorns, Embers of the Phoenix. The Wizard ensorcels allied weapons, making them burn with a savage fire. Friendly targets are augmented with superior flaming blades. Okay. Oh, that's like a bound, what's it called? Yeah, flaming weapons of Akshi. Oh, that's the Book of the Phoenix giving those two abilities. Okay. And Stave of Avalon. Symbol of Alariel's rule of Avalon is an ancient heirloom passed from one Everqueen to the next. I like playing as Alariel. You get nice buffs when you visit your towns, and I like all of her defensive healing magic. Also being able to play with the forest spirits is nice. Ah, you're not really doing much. You've got ogres. I don't think that's because you're allied with me. It'd be funny if just allies with me got halflings in their lists. Well, yes, as I was saying, that's going to be it for tonight. We will save it. We've got up to turn 143. That nearly 10 turns? I think we started 130. 12, 13 turns. That's not too bad. There's been a few battles as well. As I said, we broke our alliance with the Empire in preparation for, I don't know, expansion, if it comes to that. I'd like to play at least until the Chaos Dwarves invade, and then perhaps depending on how effectively they play, if they're destroyed by the Empire and the dwarves combined and don't really show up anywhere else, then I'll probably end the campaign there. However, if they do a bit more and they actually help, if they actually break the strength of the Empire and the dwarves, then I will probably continue with the campaign. But if things sort of just keep going they are, I don't think I'll be able to make much more headway. I mean, I could probably eventually, but Anyway, that will last until next time, so I will thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time for more Warhammer 2 Total War Halflings campaign. I'll stop the recording here.